Welcome to lesson 2.7 in the Cisco CCT Data Center series. In this video, we're going to discuss the Cisco UCS S-Series storage server. Topics we're going to cover in this video include the UCS series fundamentals, just some basics about the server itself. Then we're going to go look at the 3D model of it and the installation guides. So S-Series fundamentals. The S-Series is a dedicated, purpose-built storage node. And by the way, there's only one model in the S-Series. Some of the specs include 840 terabytes in just 4 rack units. So 840 terabytes of storage in 4 rack units is a very high storage density. And also it supports Ethernet or fiber channel to be a part of a NAS or a SAN. And just to distinguish between the two, a NAS, a network area storage, refers to a single device, and a SAN, storage area network, refers to an array of devices. All right, so we're back at the Cisco UCS architecture page, and I'm going to click on the S-Series storage servers. All right, so by the way, I don't know if I ever made this clear before. If you want to see server specs, the best place to go is data sheets. So we'll click on data sheets real quick. And the data sheets are what's going to have all the facts and specifications about the server. All right, and looks like they have a link to the 3D model, which is what we're going to go to. Let's open the top covers. Okay, so we're looking at this top view, and notice how you actually load the drives from the top, so that's kind of interesting, right? So about the front 2/3 of the server is where the storage drives are located. Well, you've got the swappable fans right there. Let's remove a disk drive and see how that looks. All right, so it opens it. Pulls one out of the middle. All right, so we're going to close that. All right, so we're going to remove the bezel. All right, yeah, okay. So that's what it looks like with the bezel on and off. All right, now we're going to look at the rear view. Actually, M5 server node. Okay. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. So the back of this server actually has 2 server nodes. And by server nodes, I mean they contain the CPUs and the RAM. And the reason for this is redundancy. So they could lose one of these server nodes, and then the storage server would still completely function. It's in an HA fashion for high availability. All right, so we'll put that back in. All right, we're just going to look at the rear view. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's important to remember the dimensions here, because these two M5 servers that are right here are on like the back 1/3 of the server, while the disk drives that are top loaded are at the front 2/3. Now you can see it has the dual QSFP plus, so that's going to be 80 gigs of total throughput per NIC here, and they're on 2 sides, so it's going to have 160 gigs total. So that's going to be the management port right there. And these are going to be the SATA SSDs. And you can see you have 4 power supplies. That's what each of these things are. All right, and then it just talks a little bit about the LEDs right there. Oh, KVM connectors. So let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so you can zoom in a little bit. Those are the KVM connectors. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you from the 3D model. All right, so I've Googled Cisco UCS S-Series installation guide. We got the PDF version of the guide here. It's going to show you the front and rear panels. Again, the same applies here as it does for all the other stuff. You want to know what these things are. All right, there, that gives you the top view. Obviously the rear panel view again. Okay, so then this is the M5 blade servers that you pull out from the back. So this is giving you the top view here. Okay, so I'm not going to walk you through this, but you get the idea. You're going to want to know the LEDs and all the same stuff, just like all the other pieces of equipment. All right, so that concludes this video on the S-Series. We went over some fundamentals about the server. We looked at the 3D model, and then we looked at the installation guide. If you found this helpful, please give a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.